Coffee Helps, Nikki's Nook, Plaid and Polka Dots, Arcio Linda. My name is Nikki Arcio Linda Bonanno, and what I want to talk to you today about is a couple of different things. I'd like to title this blog, and I'd like some guidance and help in titling this blog, since for me it's about finding myself and also reaching my goals and wearing all the different hats that I wear, which is fine. And I wouldn't want to operate any other way. You know, my mom told me when I was a kid I would cry because I didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up and all this stuff, but I know what I am. I have to do 400 things at once all the time. Otherwise, you know, I'm not happy. So let's talk about one part of my life that I am right now. And I get to do this for several months. I get to homeschool my 10-year-old, and you're going to enjoy some of the things that we've done. Someone gave me this cup a long time ago. It says teacher. I hate that it's reverse on here, so I'll read it to you. To teacher, nutritional facts, serving size, one awesome teacher. That's me, I think, yeah. Amount per serving, one full classroom. Well, I've got one kid. That's a full classroom. Amount per serving is one full classroom. Percentage of daily value. Hardworking, 1,000%. Passion, 500% passion. I'll work on that. Determination, 100%. I will work on that too. Caring, 300%. I think that should be more around 1,000%, but whatever. It's not my mug. I did not design it. Regret, 0%. Caffeine. This ties in with my Coffee Helps mug. And while you're with me, before we move on to what a 10-year-old writes in her notebook when she's being homeschooled, I'm going to choose my favorite science experiment. We will take a sip of my last cup of coffee in the house until I go shopping. So good. My other daughter, she's 19, gave me this coffee warmer because coffee helps. Let's get to the homework, okay? So, page 1. She did a pros and cons thing. This was before me. On the top, she wrote, "Are zoos a god? Pros and cons of a zoo." Okay, pros. Chirp, chirp. Cricket, cricket. Yeah, nothing goes here. Blah. See the little cricket bird? Isn't that cute? Cons. Most animals suffer severely and are threatened. Animals suffer physically and mentally by being incapacitated. Zoo animals try to commit suicide. Ooh, that's terrible. Then we have a second sheet of pros, cons, homework that did not get completed. Here's my favorite project, the science project. Okay, so again, my favorite skit is George Carlin's skit on stuff. He talks a lot about, how much stuff we have and how there's an industry based entirely on storing your stuff. So I've got a house. A minute ago, I had 2 houses, a storage unit, and my studio apartment, which I live in here at the Hygienic. Now I have a storage unit, this lovely apartment, and a house that needs lots of work. So during the move, we moved the refrigerator last, of course, in a bin. All the condiments came from house to apartment. I forgot to put them in the refrigerator for 3 days. So the science project was, we need to get rid of these condiments, but Mom wants to keep the glass jars. Why? Mom's an artist. And Mom needs glass jars to store things like way too many buttons. You know, buttons and stuff. Yeah. So because I need these jars, the homework assignment is empty the jars into a bin that we're going to throw away, okay? And as you empty each item into the bin, make an observation, write down what you have observed, and move on to the next item. Then I'll clean the jars and I'll throw away the bin. She started with this awesome drawing. March 7th, 2022, first day of Penny homeschooling. Science. This says me, so that means this is her dumping all the condiments. There's some air going on, there's some ack going on, there's some gagging, maybe throw up, there's the bin. Now for the observations. Science Part 2. Olive oil separated when olive juice was added. So after this assignment, she came to me and she says, "Mummy, did you know olive oil and olive juice don't mix?" I said, "Well, already you've got an A." Green dressing. Ew. Smoothie colorful. Ew. Dressing. Dash FWW. I'm hoping that's an E. Cherries. Ew. Pea stuff. Black. Teacher comments. Gagging began, so we moved the project outside. I really should have taken pictures of but I couldn't look at it without gagging. It was awful. Syrup. Boo. Ranch. Brown dressing. Ugh. Blueberry jelly. Coffee helps. Barf. At that point, I realized that this is a mouth and that is barf. So my sink now still has some jars that need to be emptied. I'm thinking we're going to skip those because that project needed to end. Okay, so Dad took Penny to social studies. When? Monday, March 14th. Where? New London statue. So this is like down by the whale in New London, if you know that city. I said, all I want you to do is do who, what, and why about this event. Who? I don't know. What? Ukraine. I just needed a moment. Why? Russian is attacking Ukraine and people died, so we honored them. While she was there, she made a friend named Gogi. The sex was female. The grade was 6, and she is cool and funny. You homeschool moms and dads. And I gotta tell you, really we don't have a curriculum for this particular homeschool project because where she's going is going to be Fisher's Island, which their class is a 5th and 6th combo grade, and she's coming from 5th and moving into 6th grade. So the school has said, you know, we'll bring her up to 6th grade by the end. You don't really need to homeschool, but I want to keep this kid's brain active because I got to tell you, stick a kid with electronic devices for an entire day and what comes out is a bear. a bear, like an evil bear, like a mean. So if you only watched my video for 2 minutes of the 10 to 15 minutes that I've provided, you just missed all those facial expressions that come with me. Anyway, March 15th, she took and did some PE. She went to the pier and walked. We talked about places. We watched the sunrise. We covered history that morning. Went to the library. This was a field trip. Grammy and Grandpa are taking her on one field trip per week. They went to the library, and she drank water, and she had PE and history and social studies. Yeah, I guess that's a full day of homework. All right, March 22nd, I had her do the grocery list. I said, find the food triangle and pick items from each food triangle and list what you want. We'll just hold the food triangle up a little bit more. I know the words are backwards, but that's a damn good triangle. So I think we covered, is that geometry? Should I be a teacher? Anyway, Pop-Tarts and ice cream cover the sweets. Chocolate milk yogurt and block cheese cover the dairy. Ham, honey ham, and salami covers meat. Fruit are raspberries, berries, and pears. Yum. Veggies, broccoli, and peas. Broccoli and peas. I know it says wheat on the bottom, but it really looks like weather. She wants Life, Cinnamon Life cereal. Fruit Loops, I don't think that's wheat. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, well, close. Tuesday, March 22nd, we did a lot of work. I went on a field trip to Stonington Point. This is with Grandma and Grandpa. I learned that you can see Connecticut, Rhode Island, and you're on Stonington. Because I learned this, I will bring my kids there and tell them what I learned. It was time to go grocery shopping again, so to inspire your imagination, grocery list, separate into 3 columns below what you need, what you want, and what's for the party. I told her before she started this, I'm already getting pizza. Do you know that that kid put pizza down and that's the only thing that she put for the party? Well, let me tell you. I went to Plan B and I pulled out the newspaper and all the grocery advertisements and I said, take these grocery advertisements and circle what you want. It was all sugar. Of course it was. While you're looking at the newspaper, Mom gives another assignment because she failed the grocery list one, right? I said, did you find anything that you liked to see in the newspaper? Number 1 is, what was your favorite part and why? Her favorite part in the newspaper that we get is my pet pal, and it's cute. That's why. Well, I would say that's cute. That would be my favorite part was always the funnies. Number 2, did you find anything that is a way to help your community? She wrote, it encourages people to go outside. Well, that's ironic because I can't get her to go outside if her life depended on it, and we live literally inside a garden. Like, our building is surrounded by one of the most beautiful art parks and gardens, and we're having a party there tomorrow, and we're totally not ready because yesterday had water issue situation going on at the house, so I had to call out of my work that actually, pays me money and think about spending money, and then I got sick. You know that empath thing, that part of me, that median portion that we talk about every once in a while? Well, Whenever my 19-year-old gets sick, I get sick. She got really sick yesterday, and then I ended up sick all here. I haven't even been around her all day, sick to my stomach. It could be a mom thing too. Could be a teacher thing too. I have a feeling I've gone way too long on this video, but I wanted you to know that calendar days have turned into index cards, which is supersonic organized. And I'm really digging my 1-year calendar along with class list for me so that I can continue my education as a real estate agent. We're supposed to renew in May, and I'm still pondering that. Anyway, if you think that I can help you as a real estate agent, you need to find me, please, or call me, or message me, or like, or subscribe, or put your name down in the comments. I probably won't get back to you very fast if you put your name and stuff in the, just, you know, I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. My name's Nikki Arciolinda Bonanno. I'm doing these videos because I'm an artist and have an art show in May, and I really want an audience for the end of the art show because I'm going to use, okay, I'll reveal it, a shredder for one of my art pieces. Yeah, I think that'll be fun. I hope you found this video kind of entertaining, especially, you know, if you homeschool and you really have no idea how to do it. That's me. Yeah. Homeschool. Let's add homeschool to the list. I love lists. Peace.